Shannon, what do you think is the biggest reason why the Warriors were able to seize control of this series?
I got two. Because you know what you're going to get from Clay and Steph. But Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green gave you 41 between the two.
They did.
Skip, Draymond was out of his mind. Draymond hit late in the ball game, hit a step back Dirk.
He did. They called him Dirk. Yep.
And so,
we have that, by the way. We should show it while we're talking about
Draymond was 8 or 10, 1 or 2 from the three-point line.
Yeah.
Check this.
This
Skip,
is 3:54.
Skip, this is a late in the ball game. Look at it. It's a one-point game.
Yeah.
It's a one-point game. Look at this.
Yeah. One-footed. Yeah.
I mean,
for him, that's big.
Yes.
I agree. That put him up 3.
But it was on the defensive end because he made back-to-back steals.
He did.
That really robbed them of an opportunity to at least get a shot at the rim.
He is a crafty defender.
He had his back turned on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the field the ball, hit his hand and just like, okay, here it is over here. And to go get it.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins hit 2 shots, Skip. He got the one layup, and then he hit a follow-away, a LeBron follow-away that switches to that. You get Clay the ball, he's going out of bounds, shot clock running down. Clay runs to the corner, puts it up. You get Steph going to the rim with a James Worthy layup. It was just, like I said, Skip, you know, it was just a matter of time that Steve Kerr was going to say, hey, guys, this is our Waterloo. This is where we make our last stand. Because it's either now or never.
Yeah.
Let's get this one. And they play. The way they played, Skip, you would have thought this was an NBA Finals game. You would have thought this was a Game 7, and if they lose, they're going home.
Yeah.
Because that was their approach. They came out from the jump, and they took over in the second quarter, and then the third quarter, they go get 39, and then the plays that Sacramento and Darren Foxs normally make, Skip, in clutch situations, Golden State made every last one of those plays in that situation.
Yep.
They beat a team that was best in the NBA in clutch moments. Steph, Clay, Draymond, Wiggs, and Kevon Looney.
21.
Another 22 rebound games, Skip.
Yep.
He's doing a number on because Sabonis normally averages 7 assists a game.
Yeah.
He's down to 4.
Yeah.
So maybe guys aren't making shots because that's what assist is. Assist is a stat that somebody else did something good off a pass that you made.
Yeah.
But Skip, it was the unsung guys, the guys that you want. I'm not Skip. Who thought Draymond? I guarantee you ain't nobody who had the over under Draymond 20 points. You taking the under? Draymond might have had how many 20-point games you think he had this year, Skip?
I think 2? It's been 5 years since he had 20 in a playoff game.
So it might have been. So you going? It might have been the last time they played the Cavaliers when he had that 35-point game. But that's not what he does.
Yeah.
But he came up the bench, Skip, and gave you 7 of. He was 8 or 10, 1 of 2 from plus 13.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the main reason was Draymond and Wiggs.
Okay.
Although Kevon Looney 22 rebounds are huge because he gives you a second chance to spot up for another 3 after you done missed. They done missed it, and here come Kevon Looney, 4 points, 22 rebounds. He's the master of the single 20.
He is.
He'll get you 4 points and 20 boards.
Yeah, he's good at that. Okay. I first guessed this. There's only one reason that Golden State won last night, and it was because in Game 4, unfortunately, Darren Foxs fractured his index finger on his left shooting hand. Mm-hmm. Period. End of story. That young man came out in the first quarter last night and willed in 3 threes.
Yeah.
His first 3 threes, he made them on sheer will and guts and heart and just want to. He made them go through the hoop. And then he tried a couple of drive shots, and they were just slapping his hand, which are just, that's the way the game
basketball,
is played.
yeah.
Yep. And he didn't like it, and he was shaking it and wincing over it. And from that point on, after he made his 3rd 3 of the game, which was 4:11 left in the first quarter, from that point on, he shot 6 of 21 and 0 of 7 from 3. 6 of 21 and 0 of 7. It's just hard at home to overcome that because he's your best player.
Right.
And then we get to the fourth quarter. He was the best statistical clutch player in the fourth quarter in the NBA this year. Guess what he did last night? He was 0 for 6 in the fourth quarter. He was 0 for 2 from 3. It won't work.
Right.
He's the reason you got there, and he's the reason you're going to exit stage left when you go back to San Francisco for the Friday night game. Yeah. They will get closed out because he's not right, and he knows he's not right, and more importantly, his teammates know he's not right. So I did tweet at halftime that their only hope is Malik Monk. I think I told you that yesterday. And in the fourth quarter, he came up pretty big, I thought, because in the fourth quarter, Malik Monk came off the bench. Well, he actually played all 12, but he scored you 14 points. Yeah. Well, it got you back in the game.
Yes.
When I thought they had no chance, he got them back with 14 points. But if I could show you what happened with 1:04 left, Malik Monk had a three-point shot to tie the basketball game, which it's another one of those games like, how did they get back? How did they even get to this point? And I'll show you what happened. Malik Monk from three. This is it. This is the end of your season. This is all you got. It's a pretty good look, and he just back-ironed it. It was just too hard. He shot it with conviction, but a little too much conviction, and it just hit hard long. The problem is that was it. And from that point, the game just broke completely open. And Steph had one globetrotter play at the end of the game. He went Marcus Haynes dribbling or Goose Tatum or one of those guys. But if we could see what Steph did, he just dribbled him into oblivion, where he dribbled and dribbled and dribbled until Harrison Barnes finally just ran out of gas. And he and-one'd him, and this is the end of the game. Steph has a great handle. He has a very underrated handle. And finally, he just says, okay, I'll just dribble around you until I dribble circles around you. And that closed the deal. That cinched it. That's why when Steph came out, there was all this Blake Griffin versus Steph in that draft. And I just said, I'm taking that guy from Davidson because everybody said, well, he's just a shooter. No, he's not just a shooter. He can do that also. He's pretty good as a
But now, Skip, now that people have gone to analytics, that was the conventional way.
Yeah.
You always took the big over the little.
Well, you did. And yet Blake stayed for 2 years at Oklahoma, and he could make a shot over about a foot away from the basket. But to his credit, Blake taught himself a three-point shot, and he's still afloat. He's still getting some minutes for now your Boston Celtics. Okay, here's my big picture point about this. You caught Golden State on a night in which they did not shoot the ball very well. The truth was, Steph Curry was 2 of 10 from three.
Yeah, they didn't shoot the three well. They shot overall. They shot from the floor.
Okay, I got it. But they three-ball you to death. That's who they are, and that's who they've been. Well, they made 11 of 38. Shannon, that's 28.9%.
Right.
That's bad enough to lose another road game because they haven't been able to win road games.
Yeah, it would have helped if you shot better than 29.4%.
That is correct, because the home team shot 10 of 34. So you canceled out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it was mostly because of Darren Foxs canceled out.
Well, Davion Mitchell, Skip, was 2 of 8.
Yeah, he was.
Malik Monk was 1 of 5.
Yeah, it's just not good enough. And yet Golden State, look what they did. They missed 7 free throws. They were 12 of 19, and you only missed 4. But the point is, you didn't take advantage of their three-point shots because you got 2-pointed to death.
Yes.
And it was Draymond, and it was Wiggs, and yet, Shannon, I'm going to say this again, and I'm sure Sabonis is a really nice young man, but he just doesn't play 7'1". He doesn't. He doesn't play.
You can't get over that film, boy.
You looked it up, and then I verified. Wait, he's 7'1"? I thought he was like 6'10".
Yes.
Well, does he stand that tall?
No.
And
he doesn't play big.
Man, I got so frustrated with him last night. I'm thinking, well, maybe you should endorse Dairy Queen because you're softer than their ice cream.
That soft serve?
Yeah, it's a soft serve because he plays soft serve. That's what he does. Looney just eats him up.
Yes, but he's finesse. He's a finesse player.
He's a finesse player, but Looney is a bad.
Oh yeah. He's a big body. He looking to bang.
And he is going to fight you, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wrestling match.
Yep.
And Sabonis just wants no part of it. And he'll get the ball underneath, and it's like, I don't know. Should I try this or not?
Right.
And yet his numbers look pretty good, mainly because he's 7'1" and skilled. But he had, 21 and 10. But there's no impact to it. He can't take games over. And I guess that's why Indiana said, we're willing to cut bait and go forward with Halliburton and we'll start over. So
Herter hadn't. Skip. He can shoot the ball.
He can.
But right now he's struggling.
He's struggling.
And so that's why you see more Davion Mitchell and you see more Malik Monk.
Yeah.
Keegan Murray got to go in. I mean, he had
early.
But Skip, I mean, bro, you got to shoot more than 5 shots. He 2-2 from threes, Skip. He broke the rookie record for threes in a season. Bro, you got to get up. And I'm sure Mike Brown is telling head coach is telling him, bro, you.
I heard one sideline huddle when Mike's telling the whole team, just let it fly. Just shoot it like you mean it. You know, let it go. Well, okay.
Two don't mean it. Two, and you're not meaning it.
No, that is fact. Shannon, they went as D. Fox went. And unfortunately, he went south because he broke the index finger on his shooting hand.
So you think it's over now? They're going back?
I think it's way over. I mean, not that they won't go in and
fight hard,
but
well, I had the Warriors in 6, but I didn't think Darren Foxs going to break a finger.
Well, I had the Kings in 6 until he broke his finger, and then I told you going into last night, I'm done.
Right.
So I want to see LeBron versus Steph. That's all I care about at this point in time. Those two. So LeBron needs to close deal.
We close it. We got it.
Close it.
We got it.
And here we go. And they'll be closed, and it'll be simultaneous closes. And then that'll be Friday, maybe by Sunday. Would we go Sunday, game 1?
Nah, they can't do that. They can't do go like that.
Why not?
No.
I think
can't do no.
Sunday night.
I'm thinking Tuesday. I'm thinking Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh, you got a little.
I'm saying, Skip, Friday. You want to turn around and start the semifinals on a Sunday.
Sunday night, yeah. That's what I want to see.
No, we're gonna see it Tuesday.
Really?
Tuesday.
Huh?
Tuesday.
Do you have a straight line to the commission?
Nah. You know, Tuesday, and then they'll do something like maybe Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Then we have something like Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday, and then maybe the next Saturday.
Nah.
In the week.
Well, I do need one of the Lakers' home game to fall on a weekend. The weeknight
Killers. They are killers.
Especially if they go to overtime. We got this. We got it. I'm going to put a call in today.
Okay. I got you over Memphis, and I got you over Golden State. That's what I got. LeBron over Steph.
That's over a lot of things.
Well, guys, if Golden State does not close things out on Friday, for sure, Game 7 in that series would be Sunday back in Sacramento. All right, Game 6, gentlemen, is that a must-win for the Lakers to avoid going back to Memphis? Let's discuss after this break. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.